I just scraped it off the top, cut it off the road, off the curve, off the block. I was already sold, I don't worry about it.
It's week 16 of the 2023 season, and we'll get a look here at wideout A.J. Brown. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Eagles and the Seahawks. All that and more coming up next.
We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at the Eagles. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what. I like this style of offense. It suits them well.
So the football will be at yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Let's go now.
Hurts throwing right away. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They're led out by a guy who, of course, spent 5 seasons as the starter in the city of brotherly love. The second overall pick in 2016, Carson Wentz.
Empty.
Wentz now on first down. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So Charles already down 7-0 early. They opt to take a shot there on the first play of scrimmage, but that plan backfires.
That feels a little bit like last week's loss lingering into this game, doesn't it? You know, you're down 7 already. You lost last week. It's almost like they're trying to get it all back in one shot.
Touchdown, Eagles! A.J. Brown with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Hurts will throw, and this will be caught. So the try for 2 good, and it pushes them out to a 15-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive.
And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Wentz. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. To throw again on second down. Wentz, his throw incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Wentz now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offensive.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They go play action with Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Throwing is Hurts. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Hurts going to keep it again. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll go option to the short side. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up the 3rd down.
And Charles, you think about this offense, it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench, just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. As they've got it with 4th down and 1. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. First glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. It'll be Hurts on the option. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts A 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Out comes the Seattle offense. We take a peek at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
That's complete left side to Shepard. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
To throw, it's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this will be taken at the 13. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
That's multiple times now he's tagged him with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Hunt will try going up the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Good with a PAT, and the route is on here in this first half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Smith brings it in, going across the middle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense.
That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in everyone to this Christmas Eve edition of the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get to it. We'll start by heading out west to Glendale, Arizona. And it's the Giants who are out in front in the second quarter. Kadarius Toney, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. Justin Herbert with 2 touchdown passes. Now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Seahawks begin this third quarter.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception.
Ready, break! 60 Eagles, 6 go!
On first down, they'll run with Hunt.
42 yards on the ground for him so far.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they... And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Kareem Hunt,
his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now Foles. Over the middle here to Brown.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the third quarter.
Now Hurts will turn and signal for a timeout.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And some room to roam now.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to control. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Foles. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Here's Foles. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Phillip. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down.
112 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's a gain of 34. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go, or throw it to a target and get that pass away. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
All right, second down, right back to Hunt.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They run again with Hunt. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A carry here for Hunt. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today.